It's time for What's Trending, where we give you the inside scoop on what's heating up. And today we're at the grill with award-winning executive chef Ryan Clark with his tasty tailgate recipe. So welcome, Ryan.
Thanks so much for having me on.
So Chef Ryan, it's March, so we have a ton of awesome sports lighting up our TVs. What should we be bringing to the table to snack on?
Yeah, so we're talking about tailgate. So beef, that's definitely the star on the plate. So we created a couple dishes that you can do at your tailgate, or if you're home gating, meaning you're doing that tailgate at home and cooking at home with friends and family. So this dish here is beef, beer, and cheese dip. Super delicious. We're using ground beef, which is easy to find. It's got a little bit of taco seasoning in it, or you can use our blend that we created. And then the dips, so you can use tortilla chips, but this is the go-to. French fries to dip in there, super delicious. And then if you look over here, we've got amazing short rib sliders. So sliders are the perfect dish for a tailgate because you can pick them up, walk around with them. This is made with beef short rib. So the short rib is seared off and then it's cooked in a beef stock and barbecue sauce. And it goes kind of low and slow for about 3 hours until it falls apart. It's super tender and flavorful, perfect bite for tailgate.
That sounds so delicious. So you gotta tell us about the beef. It's What's for Dinner 300. What is it?
Yeah, so the Beef Checkoff, it partnered up with Daytona International Speedway for NASCAR's opening series race, which is going to be the beef. It's What's for Dinner 300. So we're super excited to be here. We're excited to share these amazing recipes with everyone and share more tips and tricks.
Speaking of which, can you share some tips to help anyone perfect their perfect tailgate spread, whether it's, basketball, NASCAR, or whatever, the season may hold?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really important to plan ahead. That way you can really enjoy hanging out with friends and family and enjoy the festivities. So as much as you can plan ahead of time is the way to go. That's why dips like this or braises are really good choices. Also, when you put all of your ingredients together, make sure that it's something that's shareable, something that everybody can enjoy. And then think about tools. So I've got an ice chest here full of ice. Your grill, but an instant read thermometer is a great tool to take to tailgate. If you're cooking burgers, you can get the perfect 160-degree burger. If you're doing different types of steaks off the grill for different people, you can get the perfect temperature for each person. And you can also use it to make sure that your braises and your dips are really hot and ready for your guests.
Those are all really great tips. And speaking of which, grocery prices have been skyrocketing. What are some tips for making your dollar stretch when hosting a party or feeding a crowd so you can make sure that, you have a good spread?
Yeah, there's definitely different cuts for different budgets. So ground beef is a perfect value cut that you can use to make all kinds of different dishes, but you can also substitute. So if you look here, like the short rib slider that we talked about, you could substitute a chuck roast for that. It's a little bit less expensive, but you're still gonna get a lot of flavor out of that. And if you cook it the same way with the same technique, it'll still fall apart and be super tender.
That is some awesome tips for stretching your dollar. And, if people want to, know more, where can they go to learn about and maybe cook up your recipes for their tailgate parties?
Yeah, we have a bunch of recipes. Also, more tips and tricks. They go to beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Chef Ryan, thank you so much for showing us all your tasty tailgate recipes. And make sure to come back to Hello E&C every week to be in the know of what's trending.